So good morning all. So today we're working on the 180SX, aka the 350X Turbo. So this is my 180SX that I used to race and put a 350Z motor into it, hence why the 350SX name. And today we're going to work on, I've got a list, so we're going to pick up some piping for the intercooler and everything like that at some point today, and might do a run and go get some nuts and bolts. I'm going to make wing mounts out of aluminium, which I picked up the other day also, made a cardboard cutout. Going to mount the AccuSump and make a new hose for it, because we were using some nylon kind of braided stuff around Teflon, and it's just sort of kinking a bit much, so I've gone to a heavier product from Raceworks, which I think with discussion with them is going to work a lot better. And maybe start sort of thinking about the rear diffuser, which we'll make out of aluminium. So trying to make as much as I possibly can myself, and obviously along with Nathan, who has been helping me on the car and has a lot more experience with welding and making up stuff and wiring especially. I'm okay at wiring, but not anywhere near the level that Nath is, and same with my welding. As Jason Clements says, I'm more of a grinder than a welder, and I'm okay with that. Got to keep practicing. So I made a cardboard template, and now I'm going to trace that onto the aluminium and then cut it out with a jigsaw. So what I'm finding, Lovell from the metal place I go to, a mate of mine said to cut the aluminium with a jigsaw. So I've tried that, but it's sort of not working that well. So what I've found is I'm using an angle grinder to take maybe a third to half of the material out, and then I'm using the jigsaw, and I'm finding that's working. Because the angle grinder likes to go through the first part of it, but doesn't seem to like keep going through. So it'd be great if I had those big industrial cutters and all that sort of stuff, but I don't. I'm just working out of my garage. So so what I've been doing is, this is with the angle grinder, and then I'll hit it with the jigsaw. So this was with the jigsaw. Clean up the edges as well. One of them's out. It's not too bad. Needs a good clean up. But yeah, sometimes you just got to make do with what you have. As I have gone on with racing, I've got better and better tools, but sometimes you just have to improvise, and that's the thing. So don't let it stop you. Sometimes it's frustrating and you'll make mistakes, but keep doing it, because you will learn and you'll get better and faster and more efficient. So yeah. So the first part of the wing mounts are made. Fairly happy with them. A little bit of dicking around, but got there in the end. So they'll need a good clean up. I've got to go get some better nuts and bolts to secure them, because I'm just using bibs and bobs that I had around the shed. And then I'll need to make a bracing so that the wing doesn't do this, because that's not good. So at the moment it's mounted at the bottom with 2 bolts with nuts, obviously. So a couple of wing stays will stop it from moving around, and I think we're pretty good, and we've got some movement so we can adjust it up and down and play around with it if any dramas and everything. But yeah, reasonably happy. Might do some mods to them, but we'll see. But I'm happy. It's something off the list, and with the stays we could run it. So probably paint them black, because black looks cool and black's evil as fuck and stuff. So, or should I say evil as fast. And sometimes you gotta work in the rain when you're in a little garage like this. So I'm doing some cutting, so I don't want to do it right inside with all the shavings and everything. So yeah, it's awesome weather. Yay, Melbourne! Sandown's on today, so it should be pretty interesting to watch practice and the races in the rain. Sandown's quite a daunting track, even in the dry, so good luck, boys. So I ordered some Raceworks parts yesterday, and the first lot of them has arrived today. I think some have got to come from interstate. So these will be fittings and everything that we use for the turbo, for plumbing up the oil and the water into the motor, so that we've got some cooling for the turbo. So thanks Raceworks, awesome job. So just mounted up the AccuSump, the oil accumulator with the Raceworks fittings that I just got. Raceworks have actually sent all the fittings I asked for yesterday. They've all arrived today, some from Sydney and some from Adelaide, so that's pretty bloody awesome service. So thank you very much, guys. So next up, we'll make a cover at some point for the AccuSump, because you've got to have them covered now. So the reason I mounted it near the bulkhead is so that I can make a curved cover, which should keep the officials happy.